Hello world, here's Biti, your Bitcoin trading info man, and here's your daily update for Bitcoin. A nice little long position in Bitcoin, but where's the target? Where is the stop loss position? What's going on with Bitcoin for the moment? All this information in this really quick update for Bitcoin. So guys, stay tuned. It's really interesting, I promise. Let's go. System activated. And yes, of course, we are starting with a quick overview for Bitcoin. What's going on with Bitcoin? We can see Bitcoin is slightly bearish. It's down with 21.6 points, but it's slightly bearish. It's not very bearish, it's slightly bearish. And we can see we have a daily trend, a 5-minute trend with 47 points. That's not so bad. 37 points in 50 minutes, and in 30 minutes, 49 points. Okay, it's not the green one, but we have a little sideways trend, if you will predict it like this one, guys. So let's move on. We have a 24-hour Bitcoin price. The lowest price was this one, 29,277, and the biggest price was 31,400 in 24 hours. And we have now a minus about 1.6%. We are on a price about 29,800 for the moment. So let's go to the next point. What is going on with Codex? And let's watch a little risk check for Bitcoin. What's going on? The first fail is the Bitcoin price has increased over the past year. Yes, of course, the price has decreased by 42% in the last 1 year. So we lost Bitcoin, or Bitcoin lost in the last year 42%. But the positive thing is, did it outperform 50% of the top 100 crypto assets by market cap in the last year? Yes, of course. Bitcoin outperformed 67% of the top 100 crypto assets. Interesting stuff. So what is telling us the price prediction? Let's check it. Codex price prediction. A little sideways, a little up to 31,000, down again to 28,500. Extreme fear in the market and a bearish sentiment. 40% bullish and only 40% bullish. And yes, of course, 60% bearish. And if we are watching the big supports to the downside, 30,100, 28,800, and 28,200. Biggest resistances to the upside is 39,900. Let me tell you, 32,600 is the next one, and the biggest one is 33,800. So the prediction for the next 7 days, a little up, a little down, and at the end of the next 7 days, May 23rd, we will see maybe a price about 30,600. That's only a plus about 2.7%. But let's check, click more, and let's check Bitcoin here. And here we can see maybe in June the 12th, 40,000 again, June the 10th, 41,000 again. This would be a plus about 39%. Not so good as IOTA. I have a really nice IOTA video out there, and you can see we have here a really big, amazing target for IOTA. So please watch this video. It's in German, but you can click on subtitle and you can join the subtitle in English. It's a really interesting video, I promise, for IOTA. Maybe not a bad time to go in and buy IOTA, not a financial advice, guys. So what is telling us the whale map? The whale map is telling us we are down. We are under our big support. You know it, guys. A lot of whales was waiting for 33,100. Now we are under this support line. It's now the resistance line for the whales, and we have a big support here on the downside. You can see this between 26,000 and 24,500. This is a big support to the downside. For the moment, we can see a little spike to the upside. What I'm waiting for a nice candle, a nice monthly candlestick pattern, a bullish one and not a bearish one like this. The 3 black crows, this was really horrible, and we went down more after this, so it's not so good. We need a bullish one. We need a bullish engulfing like this one here, bullish engulfing after this, yes, to the upside. We need something like this. The same on the weekly time frame. We have no bullish pattern here. Here we saw the 3 outside down, bearish reversal. We saw a little break up to the upside after this, the bad one, and yes, of course, we went down. But look at the weekly candle. It's a long wick to the downside, and you know it, guys. Long wicks to the downside are always a good sign. So on the daily, we have some really good patterns here. Look at this. Doji Star, bullish reversal. Morning Doji Star, engulfing a bullish one, and it's outside up. These are all bullish patterns on a daily for maybe a trend reversal here with a high reliability, the 3 outside ups. So guys, this would be an amazing thing. It's possible to go up here more and more, but this candle, it's frightening me a little bit. I will show you soon. What are the ideas for the moment? It here's Clady Juni, I hope this is the right name. He's showing us an inverse shoulder, head, shoulder. He showed us here, attention, this is the breakout. It is a confirmed closing candle over this in a 4-hour time frame, over this trend line. But guys, if we are clicking on more, what can we see? We saw a nice breakout. I think a lot, guys, traded this one here, and we are back down again. It's dangerous. It's still dangerous, but let me check this here on the chart picture, on my chart picture here. You can see here the daily time frame, a lot of drawings, I know it guys, but it's really important. The green fat line is a big support. We are still over the support. That's the first big thing. The big support is here on 29,000, and yes, of course, we are still over this support line. I showed you this on my last video. But what's the next big thing? This is maybe we should watch the Ichimoku. Ichimoku is a really nice, interesting indicator, and you can see it for the moment. Here's the blue line, there's the 9 lengths Ichimoku. We are fighting with it. We have no confirmed closing candle over this one. We are rejected. We saw a rejection from this blue line, and we are down again. And the next stuff is we are building a next lower low. Here was a low and the lower low. Here was a low and the lower low. The good stuff is we are building, or we are still building higher lows, but not here on this daily candle. So it's a little bit frightening, this candle. It's not so amazing in my opinion. Okay, that's this stuff on the daily time frame. Let me check where it is, money flow index indicator. What is showing us this one? And it's still on the bottom. It's still on the bottom, maybe a double bottom like this one. And after this, a next move to the upside. The next thing is here. We are oversold. 14 points here on this point and 15.5 here. We are still oversold on the daily if we are watching the MFI. That's really interesting. And what else is interesting, we have here a line, a trend line. This is this one. So we have a little bit space to the upside for a little jump over the blue Ichimoku. This would be really, really good. For the moment, we are not over the blue one. Let's go a little bit deeper into the time frame. Let's check the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame, Ichimoku is not so interesting, but look at this. We are fighting between the blue and the red one, and you can see we saw confirmed closing candles over the blue one, but we are now fighting between these. It's a little fight here, a little sideways fight with the Ichimoku. Let's remove it. Let's check the ribbon band, and it's also a really big problem. 4-hour time frame ribbon band. We saw a nice try for a breakout, no, the rejection, and we are still confirmed closing under the ribbon band. That's not good. That's not fine. And what else is not fine, guys? We saw a nice parallel channel to the upside. It was this one. It was our parallel channel to the upside, and we broke it to the downside here. Now we are trying to fight back. It's possible. If this will be, we can see maybe something like this one, but for the moment we broke this parallel channel here on this point, and we are trying to fight back. That's the 4-hour time frame. Let's go in the 1 hour. Let's check this one here. 1 hour time frame. You can see the ribbon band. It is a green one here. We have a long signal here, but we lost it here completely, and we are trying to fight back the ribbon band on the 1 hour time frame, but we can't see a confirmed closing candle. The biggest problem at all was here the EMA ribbon, the EMA 200. You can see it is the big problem for the moment, and we can't fight here. We can't fight. We saw here Bitcoin lost the fight to fight back the EMA 200. A little wick to the upside, a perfect time to sell here, a perfect time to sell if you are in a long position from the downside. This was the perfect time to make a sell position here. And yes, of course, we went down. A lot of guys sold here on the upside, I think so, and that's the reason why we are going down here a little bit more. But nothing is over for Bitcoin. It's possible to see more power to the upside. Let me watch one thing. Let's remove everything. Let's remove the drawings. Let's remove the indicators. Let's zoom in a little bit more. So guys, that's now a really important stuff. This is the parallel channel to the downside. Here it is, parallel channel to the downside. It is always a red one. Yes, and what can we see? What was the next big problem? It was the middle line. We saw a big fight with the middle line here, the big fight with the middle line here. And don't forget, guys, the middle line is always a nice support or resistance. For the moment, it is a big resistance. And what else can we see on the 1 hour? Really clear. We had a low and we have a higher low. We had a high and we have a higher high. Everything is okay. And we have here a little, if we are drawing it like this one here, it's the support line. This is a little green, that's not green, a little green support line, that's green. And we have a resistance line. This is the triangle what we are building. A rising wedge, something like this one. It is a red one. So you can see rising wedge. And the big thing is we must stay in this rising wedge, maybe to see something like this one. And then is the big question, can we break out to the upside or will we break down to the downside? That's a next big question. So guys, a quick overview for Bitcoin, only 10 minutes. This is the parallel channel to the downside. That's the middle fight. And that's the rising wedge. Big question. As I told you, I can't predict it. Can we break out to the upside or to the downside? It's not impossible to see a move to the upside, in my opinion, because if we are watching this one, look at this. We can see maybe a little bump to the upside. Let's be a little bit bullish. Guys, thanks for watching and have a nice time. Greetings. Not a financial advice. Yours, Biti.
System activated.